sometimes the clit is hard to activate. So you go into the mysterious gate, and we call mysterious gate is actually mysterious because it's not in the vagina again. Because the gland is actually the same function as a prostate gland.
Okay, but on the woman, okay.
On woman, it cramps on the urethra, on the top of the vagina.
Right.
So here vagina, and it's on the top here.
Very hard to get.
Very hard
the
to
penis
get.
doesn't even touch it normally.
No.
Again, mind-boggling.
Unless it expands to one level and you have angle up only. Usually, you are bypass it.
Right. So
okay?
certain sexual positions, and if it's expanded, then
Yes.
maybe the penis touches it.
Right.
But otherwise, no, it doesn't. So you have to use hands.
So that the Tao technique, we call, and now the West also discovered the same point. They call G-spot.
The G-spot, right. That was big in the 60s, right?
Right.
Okay.
But they just discover it, but they don't know what to do with it, much, okay? So the Tao said you have to identify them and you have to work on yourself. So if you put like here lies the vagina, and you put the finger in, and you curve, now you get to that point.
Right.
And you train the vibration.
Okay, you have to get that vibration.
You have to
like
train
that.
the vibration.
Okay.
Because if you press up, that gland go up.
Okay.
So you have to press them down a little bit and your vibration.
Okay.
And it need vibration because it's a round gland. If you pick one point and then not expand to the round, now you cannot get the ejaculation.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of fluid. Okay. There is a big fluid in there. So when you activate, so the training of the vibration. And the man have to train, you just have to train with your own finger, and because this is the spot, actually like the G-spot. It's a spot like that.
Right there. Okay. How long does it take you to teach men how to do that?
They just have to play with it. They have nothing to do. Just play with it.
Just play on your own hands.
Yes.
Play with that.
Yes.
And get you were breathing. You were like, okay, this is new stuff.
And the vibration.
And I remember you saying before, you don't use your strong hand, you use your weak hand, right?
So because sometimes some people making too fast, so you train both hands. Sometimes you get tired in one hand, you get the other hand.
Okay.
But the weak hand is easier because you don't go too much in the beginning.
Right. You don't go too hard.
Hard, yeah.
Okay.
And after you activate them, now when you know that it closed, because it's cramped on the urethra, the lady can think they are pee-pee.
Okay.
Because when you stimulate them, it stimulates the bladder.
Okay, so they'll feel like they need to urinate.
pee,
Or maybe they will.
No.
No, but they'll feel like it.
Because they separate.
Separate, okay.
They
So
cannot
that means
be.
you know you're in the right spot.
Right.
Okay. So start with the clitoral, right? And massage that, tofu or no tofu, and then go into the G-spot, or what do you call it? Second gate.
The mysterious gate.
Mysterious gate.
Because in the olden time, even now, if we don't explain to people and give a picture for them to see, they say, what? It's the penis in and out in the vagina, okay? So you're missing it, okay?
It's a puzzle.
Yeah.
It's a crazy puzzle.
So that's why the Tao always talk about screwing technique, not a bumping technique.
Okay.
It's very important. So that's why the second have to learn how to spin like that, because screwing technique.
Right.
And I don't know, the England discovered that name. I don't know that.
Right.
Screwing technique.
Yes, that's.
So the Tao talk about screwing technique by spinning the second, left spin, right spin.
Okay.
It's just the screwing.
And this is during sex, and you use your hips if you're the man.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. You use the hip, the second, not bumping. Use the hip in and out.
Okay.
You in and out, you miss everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the screwing will hit the second gate, mysterious gate, maybe.
That means because the reflexology is all on the wall.
Okay.
Because the woman is the long channel. So if you in and out, you miss a lot of things. Okay. But on the wall, like in the lips, in the outside lip, there are clit connecting to all the gland system. like the same nipple.
Okay.
So when you work activate it, a lot of hormone activate.
Okay.
And when you go in the heart and the lung, and when you go in kidney, liver, spleen, so all on the wall. It's not in the middle. It's all on the wall.
Okay.
We call the organ reflexology point.
Okay. And if you're twisting that wall, then everything's connected,
Right.
and you get all sorts of
You
stimulation.
stimulate the organ also.
Okay, good. And I think this is really important stuff for both men and women to understand. So
Yes.
if the men understand the women, and if the women understand the multiple male orgasms,
Yes.
then everyone can work together.
Right.
And then, and if you're two women, then you should understand this. And if you're two men, you can understand this. And
Yeah, the same.
if you're
Yeah.
6 people, you can understand this, right? Okay, so finally, the third gate.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that.
The third gate, we said the uterus orgasm. Okay? And the uterus orgasm, which proved by, the West proved it also. The East, in olden time, they don't have that kind of machine and all these things. But the West discovered that when a lady feed the baby milk, they have less cancer, breast and uterus cancer. But they don't talk about why. But we know that when the baby suck the breast, the uterus contract, and uterus involved with the breast. Okay, so when the uterus contract, it like exercise, and more energy, more blood, more they flow to, and the lady will have lesser chance to get cancer. Now in Holland, they have made the same research, and they have many people testing, and when the orgasm, and they find a way to have them have the uterus orgasm, because when the uterus orgasm, it contracting. But the Tao discovered that when the first gate ejaculation, second gate ejaculation, now the third gate started to open. They have a spot on the cervix, on the south spot, they one spot like that. So that spot, when the lady on the top, the penis go right there, and that spot. And that spot is on the side of the cervix. So when the woman just sit and moving, because it hit right on that spot. So when the woman just moving back and forth, left and right, and spiral, now the woman ejaculation. And the uterus, a man can feel it, because that spot contract, and the uterus contract. So when they do the research, they discover that when the lady have uterus orgasm, they have less chance to get uterus and breast cancer.
Okay. Wow.
Because it's the same result of, I think, many thousand women about the breastfeeding.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this stuff can save your life.
Yes.
Controlling this and understanding this.
But the research is that 85% of the lady will never experience the uterus orgasm.
Wow.
Because you need the first gate, second gate, and the third gate will open.
Okay, in that order.
In that order.
Okay. And you always said the boat does not float on the rocky river.
Right.
And what does that mean?
No fluid.
What does that mean?
If the lady have no ejaculation, the vagina too dry. That means now we have technology, you use cream. You use a lot of cream to do it.
That's cheating.
Cheating, yeah. But when you get the woman ejaculation, a lot of fluid coming out. So now easy to go in.
Okay.
And when the uterus orgasm, there are different kind of fluid come out from the vagina.
Okay.
And the lady is the brain actually the brain contracting.
Really?
And that can help the lady for the Alzheimer's disease.
Really?
Because the brain don't activate.
Wow.
Yeah. Because this uterus connecting with the brain.
Okay.
The same thing in man, prostate connecting with the brain.
Brain. A few years ago, I would have thought that was crazy, but now I know it's true. If you say it, Master Chia. It probably is.
So when man and woman can learn by this nipple, identify the uterus, and just every day sit, contract. When you identify, activate the uterus, and you contract. And now you feel, and you do up to a few thousand times,
Right.
you get orgasm.
Okay.
When and lady can feel and the brain activate.
Okay.
When like that, now the woman can actually helping a man to help her to have the uterus orgasm.
Okay. Wow.
Because she can contract enough. When you contract enough like that, now the lady get orgasm.
So she practiced that on her own,
Right.
and then she can do it herself.
Yeah, and the man the same. If you identify the prostate and you contract them every day, you get the prostate orgasm without ejaculation.
Right.
Because the prostate control the ejaculation.
Okay.